coming tonight, and thank you for all the candidates who stood up to serve. It's not easy, having been in that hot seat. They're not supposed to know all the answers, and I think it just credit for everybody who is running. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but as I stand here tonight, I can't help, again, thinking about the funeral and Jack Cooper the other night. To so many, he was what we talked about, Lightning Jack. But to all of us, he was a light in this community. I remember I would go to Great Decisions with him and Fred Honnold, and he would always be asking questions. For more than 60 years, Jack and Millie Cooper poured their hearts into Summit. They were here when someone needed help, when an organization needed leadership, when our community needed a steady hand. They were pillars. Millie still is, not because of titles, but because of service. When Jack passed, I was reminded of something Millie once said. Summit is inclusive, participatory, respectful, and diverse. It is this Summit culture that makes the difference. That is what we are called to protect. That is what's at stake in this election. Summit is not just a series of buildings and streets. It's a community with distinct character, built generation after generation by people like Jack and Millie. They gave of themselves so that children and their children would inherit a city that is strong, welcoming, and united. That is the tradition that I aspire to carry forward as your council member, to listen, to bring people together, to put service above politics. Because this city is not defined by party labels. It is defined by neighbors who show up for one another, just as Jack did. So I ask you to imagine this. When our time of service is done, what do we want people to say about us? Do we want to protect Summit's character? Did we keep it safe? Did we leave it stronger than we found it? That is my promise to you, to serve with the same love, humility, and courage that the Coopers gave to Summit. This election is more than about policies. It's about who we are as a community. And I believe with all my heart, Summit's best days are ahead. If we stay true to our values, if we choose unity over division, if we choose leaders who understand that public office is not about power, but service. In wrapping up, tonight I humbly ask for your trust to keep carrying that torch forward. For Jack, for Millie, for all who came before them. This is our town. Let's honor it. Let's protect its future, and let's build it together for Summit.